In the early 2000s, during the height of World of Warcraft's popularity, a group of players formed a tight-knit guild called the Iron Vanguard. They were known for their late-night raids and their uncanny ability to dominate the battlefield. But one night, something strange happened. It started with a new recruit, a player named Graveshadow. He joined the guild without an application, claiming he was recommended by an old friend. His character was a level 60 undead warrior, but his gear was outdated, as if frozen in time. During raids, his voice-over-voice chat was distorted, almost mechanical, and he never turned on his camera. The guild leader, Thalindra, thought it was odd, but brushed it off. After all, the internet was full of eccentric people. One night, during a raid in Alterac Valley, Graveshadow began issuing commands with pinpoint accuracy. He knew every move the enemy would make before they made it. The guild crushed the opposing faction in record time, but as the victory screen flashed, Graveshadow said, "This isn't over. The war never ends." Then he disconnected. The next day, Thalindra decided to investigate. She searched Graveshadow's username, but found no trace of it. No forum posts, no social media, nothing. Curious, she dug deeper and stumbled upon an old gaming forum from 2006. There, she found a thread about a player named Graveshadow, who had died in a car accident the night of his guild's first Alterac Valley victory. His last words in the game were, "This isn't over. The war never ends." Shaken, Thalindra logged back into the game. To her horror, Graveshadow was online. His character stood motionless in Alterac Valley, staring at her. A whisper popped up on her screen. "You shouldn't have looked for me. Now you're part of the fight." From that day on, the Iron Vanguard noticed strange occurrences. Raids would glitch. Enemies would spawn endlessly, and sometimes they'd hear Graveshadow's distorted voice in the background of their voice chats. The guild eventually disbanded, but some say Graveshadow still roams Alterac Valley, recruiting players for a war that never ends. And if you ever hear a faint whisper during a late-night raid, you might want to log off.